Hello and welcome to FMRevu. I'm your host, Freddie Robinson, and in today's video I'll be unboxing and going over the Zelotes gaming mouse model C-12 that was sent to me from AFUNTA. They provided me with this mouse to make a video and a review for them, and I would like to let you know and to thank them for that. I will provide all the links in the description below, and without further ado I will go into unboxing and checking out how well this mouse is. And you can see everything that comes inside of the box. You get the mouse itself, some Teflon pads for the bottom, 2 color instruction guides, and an installation CD, which is inside the black installation CD sleeve. And my very first impression of this mouse is how well it feels in my hands. I can definitely feel the ergonomic contour to the shape, and I also noticed that it does have a flat black and polished black color scheme, along with a lot of buttons and a good solid feel. Another thing that I noticed is that it has a high-end braided fiber cable, and that is definitely something that you notice on some of the higher, more expensive mice. And speaking of the price of this mouse, that is one of the things that makes this special and competitive in the world of gaming mice. This was $25 on Amazon, and it does include free shipping, so that makes it very, very competitive and worth looking into if you're interested in a gaming mouse. And now I'll go over the features and specs of this mouse. It can be bought from Amazon for $25, including free shipping. It was released September 2015. This mouse has a contoured body with ergonomic design for gamers who have large hands. It has a photoelectric working mode and has a wired connection mode with gold-plated USB interface. It has a total of 12 programmable MMO keys or buttons, plus a scroll wheel. It has 4 adjustable DPI levels, including 1000, 1500, 2000, and 4000. The polling rate is 125 to 1000. It has a 12 million click key life, and it has 24G acceleration. It comes with 8 adjustable weights. It has pulsing LEDs with 6 color modes and 7 different colors. It comes with a 6-foot braided fiber cable. It has a dedicated fire button, and it supports programmable macros. And now I'll go over the actual key layout for this mouse. You have a left key, a right key, a mid key, single key number 4, single key number 5. Single key number 6, single key number 7, single key number 8, single key number 9, DPI increase, DPI decrease, and triple click. And if you are curious about the bottom layout, here is what it looks like. You do see where it has the circle area for your adjustable weights, and there is a total of 8 weights in there, and you do have your optical sensor. You also have the Teflon foot pads or feet pads, and you can see where the adjustable weights can be removed or added for your personal feel and touch. And if you are curious how to access the weights, I will give you a demonstration. On the very bottom you do have this little round area, and it does say open to the right and close to the left. So if you just rotate that either direction, it will do as it says. So I have this already rotated to the right, which is in the open position, and I'll just go ahead and turn it over and the weights will fall out. And just in case you want to see how these come out, they do have a notch, and you can just put your fingernail inside and raise it up. And just to give you an idea of what it's like to add or remove the weights, I have taken one out, and you can see its size and the slot that it goes in. You also do get one extra replaceable set of Teflon feet pad with the mouse. Visually speaking, this is a beautiful mouse. It fits the image of a gaming mouse, and it's further enhanced with the multicolor LEDs and the multiple buttons. That will catch your eye up close and from a distance. As a matter of fact, it's very sporty looking, almost like a sports car's sleek design. Performance-wise, this mouse includes every feature that high-end, more expensive $100 mice have. And a telltale sign of a high-end mouse, in my opinion, is the braided cable. And this mouse has that along with a powerful software customization suite to personalize its 7 buttons to your exact needs. The added high 4000 DPI will satisfy your competitive MMO needs, or the lower 1000 range DPI for everyday use, making it flexible for everyone to use. As far as the design, it looks like a sports car mixed with a transformer, but it feels great in my hand. Just remember, it's designed for a right-handed use, and saying that, the body contour is comfortable in my hand and it suits my hand size perfectly. And with the hotkeys designed for gaming, plus the very versatile DPI range, makes this the perfect mouse for gaming. And now I'll go ahead and plug this into my computer for the first time and see what it looks like straight out of the box, and then I'll go into installing the software and customizing it. Oh yes, look at that. The default glow is red. Oh, then it goes green. Awesome, I like that. Now it's pulsing to blue, and so you can tell straight out of the box it plugs in and all the colors are set to cycle through in a pulsing transition, and I do like that about it. That's very neat and nice, and I like the colors. They're not too bright to be distracting and take your eye away from the monitor, but it does have a cool look to it. And if you look around on the side, you can see where some of the lighting highlights makes this mouse look pretty good. You do have the 3 on the side, the 1 along the top, the actual logo, and then along the side where you would lay your thumb also has some like little vents or radiators, as well as your programmable buttons that actually pulse and lights up and color changes when the actual color cycles through. And that's pretty nice. I will say that I do like the brushed finish that's on the top, and it has something sort of like a texture to it. And that really helps just keep your hands dry when you're doing long gaming sessions. Now on the very top you can see where it's illuminated with your DPI increase and decrease, and it just gives you the LEDs that let you know which setting that you're on. So really there's, other than customizing the actual buttons, you can plug this in and use it without any problem. But now I'll go into installing the software and doing the further micro customizing to just see what the button layout is and what options they give you. And you can see from popping in the CD that it automatically opens the application, and I'll just go ahead and click on the file labeled Zelotes C-12. And you may or may not have this window pop up, but this is pretty much user account control asking you to allow the software to be installed. Click yes. And then you have your setup wizard. And you want to go ahead and click next. Go ahead and let it install the files. And you can go ahead and click finish to run the software. And it says at the bottom, the system detected a gaming mouse. And now you can see some of the customization that the basic setting of the software gives you. You do see where your mouse is over here on the left, and then to the right of that you have your key settings. You have your 12 different customizable buttons, and each button can be selected and set for whatever function you want. From default you have left and right click, mid click, single key to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can increase and decrease your DPI, and you have a triple click button. Now I'm not sure what a lot of these are because I don't do competitive MMO gaming, so I'm not sure what a triple click button does. But then you also have mode A and mode B. And mode B is pretty much the same as A, but really what this does is actually allows you to customize it. Let's just say mode A is going to be my gaming setup, and I'll make some changes that represents or reflects whatever I'm going to do in game. And then mode B I will use for everyday use, maybe doing some just video editing. So I could go in and I can change some of these up. So it's pretty much having 2 different mouse configurations within the same window. You can just tell it which one you want to use. You can also override any of these by clicking default, and it'll set it back. But let's just make the triple click button right here. Let's change that, and our options are left click, right click, mid click, forward, backward, triple click, DPI Switch, RGB, which turns your lights on and off. You have your Windows key, multimedia, fire key, single fire, combo key, macro, shift, and key off. And again, a lot of these are some configurations for MMO games that I'm not familiar with. But I do like having the option for a Windows key. Alright, and let's see what Windows key I select. Let's see, triple, and then Windows key. And you have an option for your Windows key. You can select multimedia player, mail, calculator, my computer, browser search, browser home, browser back, browser forward, and browser stop. And so I'll just go ahead and select it as my computer. And click OK. And now you can see that it's reflected here. And I'll just show you what I did on the mouse and let you see how that looks. So this is the triple click button, which is labeled as button 12. And I went in and changed it to my computer. So now if I'm in the middle of doing something and I click this button, it automatically opens up a window for my computer. And that's real handy for me if I'm doing some video editing and I'm searching for files that I want to drop and drag and drop. And that's very convenient, and that's one of the things I like. And now you can see some of the other features that this software includes, and this would be report rate settings, and you've got 125 all the way to 1000, and it doubles each time. You have your DPI setting, and this is going to be your sensitivity. And here's where you can go in and actually adjust this. You've got 4 different options that you can select from, and that goes from 250 all the way to 4000. And you can see kind of from the default how it has a staircase where it increases if you click it. And now I'll just go over to the right and let you see what the RGB effects are like. You have your mode, your parameter, your color, and your DPI effects. So basically what mode does is it gives you 3 options. It goes standard, respiration, and neon. And pretty much that's what the actual colors do when they come in or they transition. It's on neon, which is what you saw earlier, and I'll just change that to respiration. You also have your parameter, and this is pretty much the duration of it. So you can change that from 8 seconds all the way to 4 seconds. So it just depends on how long you want that respiration effect to last. And then you have your loop color. Respiration, it's going to cycle through all of these, and you can see the multiple colors you can select. At any time you want, you can deselect any of these to where it only goes 1 or 2 or 3 colors. And that's really convenient because you may not want purple to show up. It may throw off your color scheme for your gaming setup. Or you may want to focus purely on red. A lot of people have red for gaming setups, so you can turn all these off and only have 1 color. And you also have your DPI self color setting, and it's pretty much your stages. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and those represent the stages right here of your different settings for your DPI sensitivity. And you can have these set to whatever color that you want. You can have them turned on or off, and if you go to stage 1, you know that you have your 1000 DPI and the color is red on the mouse. And then if you cycle through to another one, you can set those colors to represent whatever the DPI sensitivity is. And so I have mine set for respiration mode, 6 seconds, and all colors. I'll go ahead and click apply on that and let you see what it looks like, what the mouse looks like when the changes take effect. And now I will click on apply and you can see what it looks like. And you can see where it goes from those 6 seconds and it has a slow cycle through those. And you can make that shorter or longer depending on how long you want the respiration effect to last. But you see it's a little bit subtle. It's not bright and loud and distracting. So for neon mode you get a subtle transition. Standard mode is pretty abrupt. It's just bam bam bam. And then respiration is real subtle where it goes from the full brightness all the way to the darkness before it transitions in. So you do have some flexibility with your lighting options there. About as much flexibility there as you have with customizing your keys. So you see what you have with this mouse. You have a real good powerful software suite for macro adjustments. and for key assignments, as well as the lighting adjustment. And now you see exactly what this software suite offers with its power and flexibility. I'll go ahead and close it and open it up again just to show you how to get into the software. I have the icon on my desktop, and you can see that in the corner. I'll go ahead and click that. It is asking me if I want to allow it to open. I'll click yes. At the bottom you see where the mouse is detected. Down in the system tree down here, I do see where the gaming mouse settings is showing up. I noticed that it didn't open the window immediately, so I'm going to go down here, I'm going to expand, and I'm going to click on in this little area here. That's how you open it up. Now that's just a feature that Windows 10 that I'm running has. You may have Windows 7, Windows 8, and you may not have this at all. But just in case you do, I'm just showing you how to open that up, because I've ran into this problem before with past mouse software installation. And so what do I think about this mouse after using it, learning its features and its functionality? I like it a lot. This is the first and only mouse I've ever owned and used that has weights in it. And after I got adjusted to it, I like it. I'm hooked on it. It adds a certain feel to a mouse that I've never experienced before. And that's a nice feel, especially since it's adjustable. As far as the contour and the design of it, it's real comfortable in my hand. My entire hand can lay on top of it, and my fingers can curl over, and that actually feels good. This top design, the flat part of it, is actually some type of kind of like a powder coat on it, and so it doesn't really hold heat, and it helps with moisture. You also have very good feel for where your fingers lay. The scroll wheel is very good and comfortable and responsive. You do have the fire button, which I set up for my computer button, and you also have the flexibility of your side buttons, and that gives you all kind of unlimited possibilities, whether you're doing some dedicated competitive gaming or some high-end video editing. And as always, the eye-catching lights is a plus in my book. And remember, this can be the perfect gift for the gamer in your life with the holiday season coming up. If you like this video, please subscribe. And why do I mess this up all the time?